Alright, what is up guys? This is Juan from Cosmic Fury and today I'm at Rashid's house with a lot of people.
Macam?
Yeah. Okay lah, 4. So yeah, Rashid is kind enough to lend his wonderful white wall and table again. So I can do this review of Star-Lord. And this one is from Hot Toys, 1/6 scale, 12 inch, as you all know, Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. And this is actually the normal version. There's also an exclusive version with extra added stuff, but I got myself a standard version which is equally nice. So thanks a lot to the boss and lady boss for getting me hooked up with this item, because I've been looking forward to getting this guy into the collection. So today we will do an unboxing. Right, let me see where I can get this off the plastic. See, more challenge than the usual. Right, so I don't have my
your scissors is the one you can't tell.
so I don't have the standard Tamiya pen knife which I usually use. So Rashid is kind enough to even lend further service.
What standard Tamiya?
Yeah. So again, be careful. If you're not too sure to use this, please ask for assistance.
The sticker.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a no-tear trimmer, which works as well. Alright. So let's get out from the plastic. Alright, the plastic sheet is out. Alright. First, before we open up, let's go through the box itself. Alright, this is the typical artwork for Hot Toys packaging. We have here Star-Lord doing a standard pose. I think this is something really close to the movie poster pose itself. So for Hot Toys, this is the MMS 225.
Is that an artwork or the?
Yeah, I think this this is the artwork. Closely resembles the movie. So let me get a focus here. Right here we have the box art 1/6 scale Star-Lord, which is MMS 255 from Hot Toys. And sorry for the tripod, a little bit jerky. Right, there you have Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is the front side of the box. Right here we have the side of the box and the back of the box. This is where mostly all the labels and I guess description of the item. A lot of writing, but nothing really relevant.
What is the icon at the side?
What?
This? The Guardians insignia. Okay.
So like most Hot Toys official packaging, they will have this hologram, which is right here. You can see it. So yeah, that represents like this is an official like Hot Toys, not a counterfeit, which somehow is plaguing Hong Kong right now. A little bit. Right. Yeah, some people have issues with recast. That's normal. So yeah, this is the other side of the box.
Alright, you okay with recast?
Recast is subjective to, you know, you like supporting piracy.
Yes.
Yes, that's what it is.
Sleep at night.
Wow. Alright, so right now this is the, alright, we have gone through the box and right now we're gonna take out the sleeve. And there you go. That is Star-Lord. Still in his
bandage.
Yeah, there's a lot of plastic sheets. Alright. There you go, Star-Lord. Alright, alright, let's go through a little bit more of the box on the side here. There's the clamshell, which is inside here, and the side of the box, and this is the other side. And for the back of the box, the team that made it possible, the artist, the head sculpt, the designer, everything is in the back of the box. Alright, give me a while, let me get him out from the packaging and use the pen knife that was borrowed to me. Thank you. Okay guys, finally got him out from the box and the clamshell. Minor technical issues, but So yeah, survived that. Anyway, so before we actually go further, let me just show you a little bit on the clamshell here. Well, if you have seen the previous reviews of the other 3A figures, this is what I'm talking about, because for Hot Toys, their packaging is usually clustered with a lot of stuff, accessories, and even the packaging itself. As you can see, the artwork, there's a lot of thing going on. So inside out, Hot Toys clamshell, even it's clustered with stuff. And not sure if you can see from here, let me get a zoom. So yeah, in all Hot Toys packaging, there will always be this disclaimer, because most of the stuff are not really meant for like small children. Choking hazard basically. And so this is the front side of the clamshell cover. Oops. And this is the back side, or the inner side of the clamshell. Usually it's always black, right? This is where all the stuff usually been kept in. So even due to the box value itself, that's why there's actual resale value if you resell the item with the box. So that's what Hot Toys is famous for usually. Well, among other things. Alright, now let's go through the accessories that it comes with. Alright, that's the figure itself, and the stuff that it comes with is a few extra hands. He has 3 hands. This is the left hand, where I guess he's holding the blaster hand. Okay, and right here I suppose he has this accessory for like the ball holding hand. This is the left hand side. Right, you gotta focus there. Right, so the other hand is also a trigger holding hand, which is for the right hand. Right, so in total he has 5 hands. Another 2 which is on the figure itself, which is 2 like fisted hands. None of them are articulated hands, all of them are molded. Right, and he comes with a extra head sculpt. This is when he's in a scene where he's like in outer space, where he needs some breathing apparatus. This is where he wears a helmet. For my normal version, I don't think the back part can be open. I think the exclusive one has a light up feature where the eyes will glow, if I remember correctly. For mine, it's molded in. So yeah, again, if you are in doubt, always read the instruction manual. If the thing seems that it can be open but it can't move, please do not ever try to attempt, because you will break something, because some of the stuff are quite delicate, can be easily broken though. So yeah, mine, I don't think it can be open. It looks like it can, but I don't want to try my luck on it. But still an excellent head sculpt nonetheless. So yeah. And now moving on to the blasters. As Star-Lord famous for, he has 2 blasters in hand. This is the exact replica of the movie version. Not exactly the same as the comic version, but the comic did had a revised design. So basically this is what it looks like. So I think it can easily fit inside the blaster holding hand, so you gotta put a little bit more effort. Let me see if I can. Right, give me 5 minutes. I guess it fits like a glove, more or less. So yeah, the molded hands are not exactly really hard, so basically you can just try to push it in, as in there. Right, and the next part is the, what do you call that, man purse? Yeah, man purse. I guess you gotta open up the sleeve. I think there's a mechanism here. I'm not too sure whether you can open here. Again, when in doubt, please read the instruction manuals. So basically, I think I have to open up part of the jacket so I can, or the head, so I can put it in. And he comes with also a ball, which I have no idea what this is exactly. The only ball I remember is when one of the soul gems or infinity gems were kept in it. I'm not too sure what this is exactly. I think I need to go back and see the movie to see some reference. And he has this chain thing, which I haven't opened up in the plastic. think one of the accessories where he puts it in the waist, I think. Or is it a memento that his mom gave?
Can I see?
Memento. Yeah, so I think I gotta open it up back home and like have a little reference, because I have no idea what that chain is exactly. And the next thing, which a lot of people find it really appealing, that he comes with the Walkman, where he try to find kind of like a Star-Lord moment. He will usually hold on to his Walkman. I think mine is kind of a little bit loose when putting on it. I'm not sure whether I'm putting it right, but it's kind of loose though. Maybe I'll show it a bit later on.
Hey, it's not a chain. It's like small things.
Oh, okay. It's pointed out by Rashid. I think it's some kind of beads that attach to the jacket. I think not exactly chains. Never mind, we'll see later. Alright, the next stuff is he comes with extra pegs. I believe this should be the normal wrist pegs, just in case for some reason yours will be broken. This is the backup for it. So yeah, it only comes with 2. And here is the instructional manual. For some reason, most guys collect, they either throw this away or they couldn't be bothered to actually use it. I find this very helpful, just in case you're not too sure on how the figure is supposed to work. It's really helpful. Please do not throw this away. And he comes with the all helpful undercrotch stand. And yes, early on we found out that this guy doesn't really, like confidently stand on his own. This is definitely a help to use the undercrotch stand. And this is the base. For this base is mostly following the same style as the old Terminator figures, especially for the T600, T800. Most of the stands are like this. It's really sturdy. You can put it in, but I'm not gonna put my one right now because I'm gonna like box it back till I get home. But it's really sturdy. Once it's in, it's really difficult to pull it out. So my advice is, once you put it in, make sure it's for the long run. So yeah.
Maybe the coat is heavy, that's why I cannot.
Yes, there are many reasons pertaining to why he fell and did the auto articulation move. Yeah, that wasn't on camera, so yeah, you wouldn't see it. Alright, so let's get into the figure itself. Alright, here is the figure itself, Star-Lord, or in the actor's name, Chris Pratt. I would say this is one of the better head sculpts that has been out in recent releases by Hot Toys. I don't know about the rest, but I kind of feel that this is, it's alright, it's decent. It's not as great as the prototype, because usually prototypes are always the cream of the crop. But I think this is pretty close to what the product was displayed. But yeah, I've seen some even worse head sculpts. So yeah, I think this is alright. The eyes, the paint job on the eyes is great. Once reflected on the light, it really like shows a little bit more character. Right. So
I think I know what's the beads for. It's for the jacket replacements.
Maybe. Keen eyes from Rashid. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's a point, because there's a lot of like beads on the jacket itself. Maybe magnetized for some reason, I think. Okay, so overall he's sporting the so-called movie accurate jacket. He's wearing a lot of weathering, especially on the lower end. It's synthetic leather. Unfortunately, this type of leathers don't really last for long unless you were to buy those leather sprays or leather creams, which would actually prolong the lifespan of the jacket, because usually synthetic leather tend to have flakes over time, usually by humidity or maybe direct sunlight overexposure, that sort of thing. Yeah, but overall it looks awesome, I suppose, because like the detailing, there's not a lot of But unless you're really super nitpicky, you actually do a reference back to the movie itself. I think pretty much it nails it. Even has the logo. I think this is technically the Guardians logo, right? Yeah. And even there's the boot rockets where you in space, where he have a better navigation while flying or floating. And on the inside, it is possible to actually take out the jacket, but you actually have to take out the headscarf first and like move the arm up, which is a little bit difficult, but it can be done though. If you were to do any customization and stuff like that. So for the body itself, right, let's go a little bit on the articulation. Right, so the articulation, there's some going on in the neck. Mine is a little semi loose. It's not that bad, but kind of loose though. So there's articulation on a ball joint here, and on the shoulder there's articulation here on the shoulder. There's I think according to the feeling, double jointed elbow, wrist pecs, and same goes on the left hand side. Well, I think for the design of the left hand shoulder, they try to compensate because there's a shoulder pad here, so kind of like a little bit spacing. So at least I would say 45 degrees. Yeah, so again there's elbow joints and wrist pecs. Yeah, I just want to highlight that they also did kind of like a detailing under the armpit right here. There's sewing and then there's the beads going on, so I think there's a good touch on the detailing. Alright, for the t-shirt, he's wearing the space shirt according to the movie, and the articulation, I think it's only on the waist. There's nothing really going on the torso. If I am correct, this is the same body they used on the Terminator figure, I think. Yeah, definitely the closest thing to a Terminator body figure. And so yeah, that's pretty much the waist. It's like a waist and torso joined together, because if it's a real torso ball joint, it should be moving at the center. And moving on to the lower half, we have articulation on the hips and the knees. I think this should be a double jointed knee. Yeah, I can read that here. And for the ankle joint, you can't really feel much on the ankle, and which is another thing that made it difficult for this figure to stand properly, because you can't really control the ankle here. I'm pretty sure there's ankle joints, but due to the design and the mold of the boots, it is fairly difficult for this guy to stand straight for long without actually having an undercrotch stand to support. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but then again, I suppose the boot design and detailing kind of like compensates to the flaw of the figure. I mean, looking at it now, I'm not too sure whether you can see it on camera, but this guy's leg is not really even. The left leg is kind of a bit shorter than the right leg. Not too sure whether is it because of the shoes or the boots, or just something short somewhere. Maybe I'll do a little bit readjustment when I get back home. So that's covering the articulation of this figure. And there's a lot of stuff. Oh, look at it. I think I cut it off. Okay. There's a lot of articulation. There's not a lot of articulation, but there's a lot of like detailing that goes on into this. Articulation wise, it's pretty standard across most Hot Toys figures. And alright, give me a moment. Probably I'll put some of the accessories on, and I'll be right back. Alright folks, finally I have him set up in, well, not everything I suppose. So yeah, getting the sling back onto him was kind of a bit tricky, but it can be done, but you really need to have a little bit of patience and a little bit of delicate hands, because there's actually a button, a really fine and small button which you actually have to attach to get it right. And other than that, switching over the head sculpt is actually pretty easy though. So you just have to pop it off, and so yeah, it's attached by the ball joint, if you can see that. So I'm not too sure, because actually both head sculpt is pretty good, pretty decent. There's not a lot of flaws going on here. Mine's alright. So probably switching back and forth between this and the mask head sculpt. And what else I can say? I think on the personal gripes, I would say that in the long run, due to the synthetic leather, they will be flaking if I don't actually, take care of the humidity within my room. I guess I would really need to get the leather spray or leather cream to actually prolong the life, because in all of the stuff that I have right now, I think the leather jacket on this guy is by far the thinnest as compared to maybe, let's say, T800 Police Massacre Edition Terminator. That's a little bit thicker leather that goes on to the jacket. As for this one, I can say it's really thin, and you can really feel it, especially on the underside here. So pretty much Star-Lord, it's a very detailed figure. It looks nice, especially if you're into the movie, or if you are one of the collector set type of collector, where you really need to get the entire cast into your entire collection. Because apart from that, the one released in the Galaxy of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxy of the Guardian.
Yeah, is Star-Lord and Gamora, who is currently released. I think the next one should be Groot and Rocket Raccoon. As for Drax, there seems to be an issue regarding about licensing, because technically Drax he's a wrestler, belongs to a very big company, so his face is quite licensed. So I guess that's the issue why he's been delayed for quite some time, and he has yet to be announced on proper release date. Plus the prototype wasn't that I would say impressive, because he doesn't have a expression, is very dull, and there were complaints about the paint job as well, because he looks too greyish, pretty far away from the green Drax that a lot of comic fans know. Alright, so the last thing I would do is that on height comparison. So this guy is a 1/6 scale, so it's basically around like 12 inch. So if I were to compare height wise, what was it? Right, he's standing straight right now, and as a height comparison, I have asked Rashid to help me on borrowing again Luke Skywalker from Hasbro. So Hasbro Luke Skywalker is about 12 inches tall, and give or take by 12.3, 0.4, 0.5 around there. So Star-Lord is standing much higher in height by a few cm. Of course, there's a lot more detail going on in Star-Lord, because it's a Hot Toys figure. And in terms of pricing wise, you probably can get this guy at retail around like Star-Lord will be like around 250, 270, depending on who you get it for. But the exclusive version is a little bit more, because it comes with more accessories, and I think there's also a light up feature for the mask head sculpt. So I think this will be gonna be around like 300 plus, I suppose. But due to a good response to the figure, this guy's actually getting resold at around 400 plus, even for a normal version, which is kind of crazy. but it shouldn't. I think it should be sold at around 200 plus for the normal version, because it's a realistic price, I suppose. But for 200 plus, getting this figure, I would say the detailing is awesome. The articulation it's alright. The only problem I faced earlier on is about the ankle, where you can't really control how he actually stands, because only on the leg portion it's only ending, the control ends only on the knee, so that is a little bit unfortunate. Again, like I said, detailing wise, there's a lot of things going on the jacket especially, but the weathering do come at a price, because in time flakes will come, because it is a synthetic leather. Accessory wise, I think it's pretty okay. If you were to compare to the releases, let's say for example Wolverine Days of Future Past, the accessories is only like extra 4 hands, which is ultimately disappointing. But if you were to get that figure, due to, like, if you're a fan of Wolverine, I think that's one of the better head sculpts for any Wolverine figure that is out there right now. So yeah, I would say that I would recommend, I don't highly recommend, but I would do recommend, if you're into the Guardians of the Galaxy or a Marvel fan, to get Star-Lord, because it's a good figure, a good enough figure to be in the collection. And if you are a completionist, you definitely need to get this guy. If you can get the exclusive version, which is better, like, go for it, I guess. So pretty much, so yeah, this is a bit different review, as in there's extra noises in the back, because the guys are here, and Rashid's kind enough to lend me his wall and table. So pretty much, this is one from Cosmic Fury. Comment, like, and subscribe. Cheers.